Namaste, children. Very good morning. So welcome to our maths classes. So with our RV Aman class students. Students, today yes, in the same I will teach just in this video. So in the same chapter, the remaining chapter, the multiples and factors. So in this lessons, last exercise. Students, in last exercise G. So exercise G in last class today is a in this chapter is last exercise for students. In previous classes already now discussed what is the full form of SCF and LCM, what is the difference between of LCM and SCF already you are solved. So in the CFO, the division method and factorization methods already solved. So you already solved in some problems. Students in today classes, yes, in exercise 6Z. So factorization method in LCM. So students, you know SCM, LCM means there is a least common multiple but highest common factors, that is SCF. This is difference between all of you know. So see for your students. So first, what is the first steps in the how do you finding in that is a factorization method of in LCM. So see here, find LCM. Find the LCM of the numbers given below by from factorization method. Students, in previous classes you already solved exercise that is the SCF division method, that is in again so factorization method of SCF. But in today classes, this is the most important in this LCM in higher classes performs. So find the LCM. Students, find the LCM of numbers given below by front factorization method. So don't confuse students the factorization method of SCF and LCM also. In the division method of SCF and LCM. So LCM is that is the least common multiple. The least common multiples you have to consider the factors but in each numbers, but that is which number is highest common only in SCF means you have to consider the highest common factor, but you have to in a LCM means you have to consider the least common factors. Okay, so see students, so you how do you finding that LCM of the LCM by that is a factorization method. First see for students, so the first questions is given that is a 50 and 60. The yesterday classes one example already I showed that 50 and 16, this is the number you have to solve the factorization method of LCM. So factorization of LCM instance, the first step you have to write it the factors, the prime factor of first you have to find the LCM of find the LCM of that is 50 and 60 students. So the LCM of 50 and 60. So first you have to do the division. So you have to write it in first solution. So what is the first number? 50. So you have to do in division. So that is the division of into, yes students, you know, 2 2s are 4. So 5 minus 4 students, you know, 5 minus 4 is that is the remaining for 1. So 1 you have to write for it, that is 5. So 1 0, students, you know, 1 0 10. So what does 10 mean? That is a division, the divisible by 2. So because that is a 10, the even number is 10 is even number with 0 is that is a unit places. So you have to consider that is a divisibility by 2. So see here, 2 2s are 4, 1 is remaining, 2 5s are 10 students. So 25, that is not a division of into, so you have to take it in the next number. So what is the next? You have to, this is a division of in 25. So 25 is a division, students, you know, that is a 5. Yes, you have to take it 5. So 5 5 is a 25 is a 25. That is 5 1s are 5. This is the factor of 50 is the 255. So next you have to take it. What is the next number? That is 60. So 60. First you have to take it in small number. That is a 2. 2 3s are 6. 0 you have to write it as a 2 because in 2 30s are 60. Next you have to take it in same the division of 2. So 2 1s are 2. 2 5s are 15. Students, 15, this is not a division of 2. So you have to take it in 3. So division of the, or that is divide of the 3. So 3 5s are 15 students. So 3 5s are 15. 5 is not division of 3. So you have to take it in itself number. 5 1s are 5. So friends, prime factor of the prime factor of 50. Students, next step you have to write it. The steps after prime factor prime factors of 50. Students, what? Which number? How many factors of in that is 50? So already you know. See here, prime factor of 50 is 255. So this is a 3 factors. So you have to write it here. 2 into 5 into 5. So next. So next is what? What is the number is what, students? What is the value of the number? That is a 60. So you have to write it here. Prime factor of 60. Students. So how to take it in 2 is 2 times is multiple. So next 3. So next you have to 5. Students, so see for this is a prime factor of the given numbers is already given. So next you collect the minimum number of occupation that is occupy the each of the prime factor, students. So see here. So 2 is occupied, but that is a both, students. So this is a 2 is a factor of in both, that is a 50 and 60. So next you see, so in 5, this is a common occupied of the numbers of the 2 and 3. But students, see here, 2 is 2 times you are occupied, 5 is 2 times is occupied, but so again 5 and 3 here 3. So remaining of the factor. First you have to see, students. So first you have to write it here. 2 that is 2 as occupied for that 3 times. So in 2 also 2 is occupied 3 times. Here 1 time, here 1, here 1. So you have to take it in. You have to write here. So consider for your students. 2 is the same factors means. So you have to take it 2 into. Students, here 2 is a common factor, but you have to consider only 1 2. So I have to write it here 2. So next. So 5 and 2 is not a common numbers. So you have to write it as 5 into 2. So next 3 is right, but 2 again 5 is that is a common factor, but you have to consider only 1 5. So you have to write it last 1 question. So now you have to multiply, students. So what is the value? So you will see 2 is how many time multiple here. So now see 2 is a 2 time multiple, 5 is a 2 time, but 3 is 1 time. Yes, so you have to multiply it now. So this is the LCM mode. 2 5 is 10. Students, 2 5 is 10. 10 2 is 20. 23 is 60. 65 is students, 65 is 3 5 into 3 is 0. 5 6 is 30. So what is the total? 300. So this is the LCM. Students, see here. What is the LCM of in 50 and 60? So the 50 and 60 is the LCM of 300. In that SCF means only highest number only you have to consider, you have to multiply. But here, students, the least numbers you have to consider, the least factors you have to consider. But here 2 is that is given to common, but 1 2 you have to consider for here. Next is given 5 and 3. This is a not common, so how to write in two numbers here 5 afterwards to write it. Next, see students, here only remaining 3, so you have to write only, not given that again factor of 30, sorry 50, so 3 have to write it. In against last C students, these two numbers is common, but you have to consider only one number, which is a common numbers. So afterwards you have to multiple in these numbers. What is the value? So this is that value you have to consider that this is LCM. Okay, so next. Students, here see already you know that is a 2 is how many time multiple? 2 time multiple or 2 time occupied. So 5 also 2 time multiple, that is a in a 2 time occupied were that in 5. So 3 is only 1 time. Okay, so next. So students, in the next in this exercise, so in a students D, question number D given different. So this question also I will solve to now. See for here. So in the same remaining questions, that is the same procedure or same steps or same method steps. First you have to individual factorization method is solved. Afterwards you write the factors. You have to consider the least number. So afterwards multiple or total multiple. So that is the you have to consider. That is the total. You have to multiple that answers. That is the LCM. Okay. So see next question. D 60, 160, 190. Students here given 3 groups or 3 numbers. So see, first you have to individual to do that is a factorization method. First, what is the first steps mean, students? The first steps you have to take it in 16. You have to do division. Yes, students, you have to take it 2. So 2 8 is 16. Then 2 4 is 8. That is similarly next 2 2 is 2 2 is 4 students. 2 1 is 2. How many factors? 2 is 4 times multiple. This is a 16. Okay, this is finishing. Next you have to take it in 160. So in same procedure, you have to do division. 2 8 is 16. 0 you have to write it as it is. So next 2 4 is 8. 0 have to write it. Next division 2 2 is 4 0. Next 2 1 is 2. You have to write in 0 because in 2 10s are 20. So next 2 5s are students 2 5s are 10. 5 is not division of 2, so you have to take it in 5 ones are 5. So next 192. So 192. Students, 2 number you have to consider. So 19 is not coming for into not division of 2. So I have to take it in 2 9s are 18. 2 9s are 18. 1 is remaining, come to here. 2 1 2 12, that is 1 2 6 are next 2 12 6 2 6 are 12 students. So next division of 2 2 4s are 2 4s are 8. 1 is remaining. So here come 2 8 16, 2 8 is 16. Next 2 2s are 4. Again students 2 4s are 8. Next in division 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. 12 is remaining. 2 12. So 2 3s are 6. Next 3 1s are 3. Students, the factor of you have to write steps. What is the next step? First you have to write the factor of 16. The factor of 16. So 2, how many is 2 students? In 4 2s. So these you have to consider factors. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So students, here prime factor of 16, 2 is how many time multiple? That is a 4 times you have to consider. That is a 2 raised to 4, that is the value is 16. So this is a factor of 16 is 2 into 2 into 2. Next. So next in same you have to write it the prime factor of 160 students. So I have to write it 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many time multiple students in 5? Oh, sorry, 2. That is a 5 time multiple. Last is it. Okay. So next you see prime factor of 192. So that is students 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So last that is a 5. Okay, see here. So this is the now. So how to see in a that is a factor of 16, 60, 160, 92. Next also say in the next also let's say common again common students. Here given but we are not the factor of 16 means you have to consider only two numbers. That is what 160 and 192. That is the two common. So afterwards these students. So again only remaining 5. So this is a factor of 3. So you have to now write it. This 3 means you have to consider 2. So next again 2. So next you have to write two things. Same procedure or same number. That is a 2. 2 is already 4 times is multiple students. So now see next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 2 is remaining. So that also you write it. So the last that is 5 and 5. So we have to consider there is a one factor. Students, how many times of occupied per in 2? So that is the 6 times is occupied of the 2. So one time now that is occupied per that is a 5. So now you have to multiply. So students, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 to the 64, 64 into 5. Students, 64 into 5. So 5 was 20. So 2 years, the 2 is 0 year, the 2 is that is a quotient, that is you have to write in carry. 5, 6 is 30, so 30, 32 students. What's the total? So 3, so see here. Students, I will remain here 3. Since only that this is the 3, not for 5. So what? You have to consider here 3 students because 3 is not given common factor. Sorry, this is 3. So here you come to 3, no? So you have to write for here 5, but here 3. So you have to write here. So now you have to multiply. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 to the 64, 64, 3 is 12. So 18, 9, 192, 192, 5 is 45, 46. So next 5 to 5. Students, the total 960. So this is the total multiple 960. So therefore you have to consider the LCM of 16, 160, 92. The total LCM is 960. So this is the method of factorization method, students. So this is the LCM of the prime factorization method. Okay. So in the next, in this main, the last, the find the LCM of division method. This method is the first main is that only prime factorization method. So given in a students in the first main, so already I solved in 2 questions. The remaining questions in same procedure or same procedure students in steps you have to solve it. First, you have to do the factorization method. Afterwards, you have to write to that all factorization. So, you have to take it in common. You have to multiply that remaining. That answer will be your constant. That is the LCM. Okay. So, next, and find the LCM of division method in this exercise, students. Principal. Students, okay, in this remaining exercise 6G. So in division method, I will continue. I will take to next class students. So thank you.